Yo, I'm at a point where like I don't even know where I stand with hip hop no more. Like even on the underground level, because it seems like regardless of what certain artists do, like us as fans, we're so unappreciative. You know what I mean? Like a person could have given us the greatest album to ever exist, but if they mess up tomorrow, it's like they didn't even give us anything. Yo, I be sitting back and I think about a time when I discovered cannabis. You know, cannabis for a moment in time was like my favorite rapper, bro. Like everything he did, the way he rhymed his words, I was like, yo, this man is the greatest. This guy's the dopest. Like nobody's messing with this guy. And like I started looking back, I took a turn in history and I saw how people treated him when he released his debut album. It's not easy to compete against people like Big Pun, LL Cool J, DMX, Eminem. But yet everybody was like, yo, you trash cannabis, the beats is whack, you can't make a song. And then they told him when they heard Can I Bust, they basically said, oh, like, you need to come with like more hard bars, more hardcore stuff, enough of the experimental stuff. Which is fair. I think that's fair judgment. But then to turn around and to just trash on this guy, bro. 2000 BC comes out. And honestly, I think the whole thing was just a mess from start to finish. The album was phenomenal. 2000 BC was like every hardcore hip hop fan's dream, like in terms of like the boom bap stuff, especially. Like he gave us like 100 bars. The self-titled album, the track 2000 BC, the song, oof. I used to get goosebumps listening to that intro. Is you crazy? It's insane, man. And then you get Rakim. I bust him, you punish him. Like, come on, bro. And then I'm hearing stories that Blinky Blink beat up Canibus for calling him whack. Like, yo, where's the integrity in this, man? But that was back then. You come back today, people act like Can I Bust was whack. 2000 BC was whack. The only album I see getting like praise and recognition nowadays is like Rip the Jacker. And don't get me wrong, Rip the Jacker's cool, but like, really? 2000 BC was hot. It was hot. What are we saying? Is you crazy? And like, I'm not gonna get into like the management part of things. I've bumped heads with like M80 and stuff like that. I know how they are, and I've spoken to Canibus before too. But people judge Canibus and like the management decisions, but like us as fans, we treated him like trash, bro. Not me personally, but collectively as a group. Like, what are we doing, guys? Canibus literally like jumped into the ring with like a super hungry, monstrous disaster. Yeah, it didn't end the way we wanted it to, but like no other rapper would have done that, bro. No other rapper. None. Eminem wouldn't even think about it. There's people like Papoose and Jadakiss that'll literally tell you like, oh, these guys is different. I'll never get in the battle rap ring. Like, Canibus did it for us, for the fans. And yet we still choose to disrespect them to this day. Look, I hear the stories. I hear people say this and that negative about cannabis. I seen the Panda Chop interviews with M80 talking his junk. Like I already know, bro. I already know. But any like bad like thing that cannabis did really is just a reflection of us as fans, man. Like we should have been better, bro. It's over. This is over. I'm sorry to break it to you guys, but this is over. We can't go back in time, y'all. Those prime cannabis years are far behind us now. Will he give us more music in the future? Sure. He probably might. He might even do a small show one day. But we will never get those years back. Get those days of cannabis glory back. And this is how we left his legacy to turn out to be. We disrespected him. We disrespected him as hip hop. I've done my part to support him. You know what I mean? I've done my part. I promise you I have. But I make this video to maybe shed some light and to maybe say, hey, we did this one wrong. How about we show love and respect to the next one we find this good? We will never get another cannabis, y'all. We will never get another cannabis. I don't care who you think we will never get another cannabis. Canibus was saying I could listen to Canibus lyrics today and I'll be like, oh my God, this is some of the best stuff I ever heard. Canibus was different. And I will never forgive hip hop for treating him that way. Never. So if there's an artist you cherish, appreciate them. I don't care if it's rap. I don't care if it's rock. I don't care if it's pop. I don't care if it's R&B. I don't care if it's techno. I do not care. Protect their name and do it for the culture, man. You know what I mean? I'm out, man.